we're going to talk about processing in. This is often a confusing part of the service. It's happening quick, and everyone's jumbling in together. So this is the order that you get together in, all right? On special occasions, only twice a year here at St. Paul's, we have a thurifer. That's the person who swings the smoky thing called a thurible. So the thurifer always goes first. He's nice and shiny. After him, and first on most Sundays, is the crucifer. The crucifer holds the cross, and he is first in line. Right behind him are two torchbearers. And then it would seem that the server should go next, but he doesn't. The choir goes next, followed by the server. The choir is represented by a hymnal, of course, because they sing songs. The server will often carry the gospel book in. That's up to you. As a server, I leave that up to you. But if you want to carry the gospel book in, that represents you. After the server comes the deacon. This is representing the deacon because it's a towel that we use to wash, and the deacon's role is to serve as Christ served in washing the disciples' feet. Then there will be a preacher, and I couldn't figure out how to symbolize him, so there's a preacher, and then the celebrant. That's the person who is going to stand up at the altar, and say the words of consecration over communion. They will all walk towards the altar together. Now it's time to process out. We've had communion. It was an amazing celebration. There was a lot of music. And now the priest has come forward and he said a blessing over everyone. He's done the sign of the cross over everyone. That's your cue. It's time to go home, or time to go out into the world and do the work that Christ has given us to do. So that means torchbearers, you need to light the candles now. The music will start. Light the candles. You will go forward to the altar in this order: torchbearer, then crucifer, then torchbearer. You go to the altar and you watch the server and wait for the server to tell you when to go. Server, you watch the music. You have your hymnal open, and around the second verse, you will go. Or you can keep an eye out for the deacon. The deacon will tell you when to go as well. He'll nod at you. If a priest or a deacon tells you to go, that's when you should go. All right? The crucifer and torchbearer will go out of the building like this. Following them will be the choir. And then, server, it's your turn. You leave right after the choir. The crucifer and torchbearer often will leave the building. That's fine. You can go out there. But the service is still happening. You're still participating in the service at this point. If you know the song, sing along. If you don't know the song, then wait quietly for the song to end and for the deacon to give the dismissal. And that is how you process out.